Welcome to another edition of Border Problems, brought to you by Problem 6, 7, and possibly 8, depending on how long I talk. So we're going to do some more border problems. If you've already done these problems, feel free to fast forward to the answer. Make sure that you're doing them right. All right, problem number 6. A page of magazine contains 70 square inches of type. The height of the page is twice the width. The margin around the type is to be uniform, 2 inches uniformly. What are the dimensions of the page? All right, so I need a pretty picture. Let's see, I'm going to start this pretty picture. You have a page. Okay, the page height is twice the width. So I'm going to call it x and 2x. Okay, inside the page is the type. Okay, so there's a 2-inch border, a 2-inch border, a 2-inch border, a 2-inch border. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. It says 70 square inches of type. So let's see, area inside of here is 70. And let's get some dimensions inside of there. So the shorter dimension is going to be x minus 4. To think about that. It's 2 inches on each side. And then the tall dimension, the height here would be 2x minus 4. All right, so I'm going to use just the little rectangle here to solve this problem. So with x minus 4 times the height, 2x minus 4 is equal to 70. All right, so 2x squared, let's see, minus 12x plus 16 equals 70. It feels right to me. Let's double check just to make sure I didn't do something goofy, because that has been known to happen occasionally. Especially if you've watched these videos, you know that happens. All right, so I did multiply that out correctly. I'm going to go ahead and move that 70 to the left side here. So let's see, 16 minus 70, 54, negative 54, equals 0. Conveniently, everything is an even number. So x squared minus 6x, and I think that's 27, but again, double checking. All right, minus 27. All right, so x minus 9, x plus, I don't know why I just wrote a 2 when that's supposed to be a 3. See, I told you I made mistakes. Let's see, negative 9 times 3 is negative 27. All right, cool. So it gives me x is equal to positive 9, or x is equal to negative 3. I have never seen a magazine that is negative 3 inches wide. I don't even know what that would be. So we're just going to go and say extraneous solution. So that is not a part of our answer. What we are going to say, though, is that the dimension, the width here is 9, right? X is equal to 9. And the height here is 2 times that. So our page is 9 inches by 18 inches. All right, so that's problem number 6. Moving right along to number 7. By the way, at any point, you can feel free to pause the video, do what you need to with notes. Feel free to rewind if you need to. So, number 7, a rectangular public fountain that measures 3 feet by 4 feet. There is a sidewalk of uniform width. The area of the sidewalk is 10 times the area of the fountain. All right. So we have a fountain that is 3 feet by 4 feet. Very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in as area equals 12. Okay. And around that fountain, we have a sidewalk of uniform width. Okay, so x, all the way around. Okay, and that area is 10 times the area of the fountain. So the fountain is 12 square feet, so 10 times that amount would be 120 square feet. So let's see, using the interior dimensions and these borders, I'm going to figure out the outside dimensions. So let's see, this is going to be 4 plus 2x. Height-wise, we're going to have 3 plus 2x. Okay, have the pretty picture. I am going to translate that information into an equation. So for this particular problem, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to take the big rectangle. So 4 plus 2x times 3 plus 2x is equal to the little rectangle plus its border. So the big rectangle is equal to the fountain plus the sidewalk. All right, that's what we just translated it into. So let's see, 12 plus, I'll just write this out the long way, plus 6x plus 4x squared equals, I'll leave that as is because I'm going to cheat a little bit. The 12s on both sides cancel. Kind of nice. All right, a little rearranging here. 4x squared plus, let's see, what would that be? 14x. And then minus 120 equals 0. Unfortunately, you can't divide everything by 4. 14 divided by 4 is not going to work out so well for us. However, we can divide by 2 to at least make the numbers a little bit smaller. So that's 60. All right, I'm going to try to factor this mess and not take too terribly long to do it. I feel like, let's see, if I do, I don't like that answer though. I was thinking 15 times 4, but yeah, that's it. I'm just not thinking correctly right now. All right, so if I do plus 15 and minus 4, let me double check that mess. That would be 2x squared. 8, so 15 minus 8 is 7. Let's double check. Yep, that's 7. And 15 times negative 4 is negative 60. Hey, cool. I can factor. All right. So this is going to get me x is equal to negative 15 over 2, and x is equal to 4. Only one of those makes sense. I don't know of any sidewalk that it would be measured as negative 15 over 2 anythings. So what is the uniform width of the sidewalk? That would be 4 feet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 8 here. Again, fast forward to the end if you want to just see the answer part of it. But let's see what we got here. A 16-inch by 20-inch mounting board is used to mount a photograph. How wide of a uniform border is there if the photograph occupies 3/5 of the area? Okay. If you've never worked with photography before, this one's a little weird, okay? But a mounting board is basically a big board, right? So let's see, 16 by 20, and inside of there is where you would literally tape down or mount your picture. All right. It says that we've got a uniform border here. All right, so uniform all the way around. Let me get those dimensions going. So this is going to be height-wise 20 minus 2x, 16 minus 2x. And it says the photograph occupies 3/5 of the area. So area equals 3/5 of the whole thing. Okay. So let's see what we got here. If we take 3/5 of the whole mounting board, well, the whole mounting board is 20 times 16. That would equal the little rectangle. So the area of the little rectangle is 20 minus 2x and 16 minus 2x. All right, so 3/5 of 20 times 16 is a nice even 192. Let's see what else we've got here. 20 times 16, so this is 320 minus 40x minus 32x plus 4x squared. All right, I'm going to do some cleanup. So let's see, 4x squared minus 72x and 320 minus 192 is 128. I think we can actually divide this time by 4. Ooh, we can. I like that. Always nice to make the quadratics simpler to work with, and I highly recommend doing that type of simplification there. All right. What do we have here? Is that 16 times 2? I believe it is. Let me double check. 16 times 2 is 32. That would absolutely work correctly. Okay. So now we have x is equal to positive 16 or x is equal to 2. I keep saying it, one of these does not make any sense. If I take this 16 and I plug it into either of these two dimensions, let's even go with the 20 minus 2x. Well, 2 times 16 is 32. 20 minus 32, somehow you're having a picture that has negative dimensions. That does not make any sense. So extraneous solution, cross it out, get rid of it. Don't even think twice about it beyond that. Okay? How wide of a uniform border is there? The uniform border would be 2 inches. You'll notice with all of these answers, I'm giving them units. Make sure you do the same. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video, and guess what? There's going to be another one because there's 2 more questions that I want to make sure I go through them all if you need it. All right, let me know if you have any questions.